Okay, what's going on, guys? My name is Garrett. I'm back with another YouTube video. I'm going to walk you guys through my arm day. Just pulled up to the gym. It's around 7 o'clock right now. Got off work at 3, took a little nap, ate some pancakes, drank 6 grams of L-citrulline, 5 grams of creatine, and now we're about to go get a nasty arm pump going. The idea for the video is to do 3 movements for each muscle group: shoulders, bis, and tris, so 9 movements in total. And I'm just going to pick basic movements that I like doing, and I'm going to walk you guys through how I perform the exercise. And maybe little, I don't know, things you can take from the video. See you in the gym.
Did a few warm-up sets. Now we're going to move on to heavy sets. Probably should have explained how I like to do these before working to the heavy sets. But probably 2 main points. Keep your hands in, like closer than shoulder width, and then I like pulling up to my chest line, maybe a little bit above it. But if I start going higher, if I start like pulling to my neck, I feel it more in my traps. So first working set, and then when I'm stretching at the bottom, I'm kind of rounding out my shoulders. Let's go. Second heavy set. All right, third and fourth set, we're going to superset with, whatever you call them, dumbbell, reverse dumbbell flies. Bang. All right, I think this is the last heavy set, fourth set. Supersetted with the reverse dumbbell flies. Empty water bottle over there. Nobody's touched since I've been here. Thinking about snagging it. Forgot to bring mine in. All right, I don't really know what to explain about reverse dumbbell flies. They're kind of hard to do unless you develop a mind-muscle connection, because it's really easy to pull with your back when you're doing these. But when you're going down, you're kind of just stretching or kind of rounding out your shoulders to get a stretch. And then, I mean, it just depends on where you want to pull. Like, you can pull with your elbows close to your body, or you can bring them out, right? So there's multiple different ways you can do the movement. Yeah, just try to develop a mind-muscle connection with your rear delt. I'd say that's where most people are lacking to begin with if you want to grow your shoulders. Or they're like often neglected, because whenever you're pressing, you're hitting your front delts. A lot of people spam side delts, but rear delts, I think a lot of people lack, and that's what gives it like the 3D look of the shoulder. So really important to hit it. All right, one more, and then we'll, I don't really know. I'm thinking either side raises or some presses, light presses, probably Arnold presses. All right, let's get this last set. Third and final shoulder movement to wrap up shoulders. And we're gonna do Arnold presses. Decently light, and anywhere between 10 and 20 reps. All right, so probably one important thing to note if you don't do Arnold presses a lot is just emphasizing the stretch in the front delt by bringing your arms in rather than keeping them out. Yeah, and I almost always go pretty light on these. If I'm going heavy or doing heavy presses, that's when I'll just do normal reps or kind of those half reps I've showed you guys. But yeah, we're gonna finish up shoulders doing 3 sets here. And you'll notice, you know, when I'm not going heavy, I don't take a lot of time off. All right, I'm thinking one more here and then we'll start triceps. I don't really know what I want my first tricep movement to be. Skull crushers or pushdowns, usually the go-to. That's what pops into mind. Let's get it. Workout in. I'll catch you, bro. I don't really know what to explain about this machine, to be honest. Simple cable pushdowns. Like, how many different videos have been made over cable pushdowns and how to do them? I don't know. Keep your elbows stable, and then what I like to do is emphasizing the stretch by bringing my elbows forward a little bit. So when I'm going up and kind of touching, I'll purposely bring my elbows up a little bit and then finish. That's it. That's the only thing. The better question is, how many sets do I want to do here? I feel like I could do my whole tricep workout just doing pushdowns, to be honest. But we won't. I'm going to do 3 different exercises. So that's what I said I was going to do. All right, 2 more sets. And it's hard for me not to go around supersetting everything. Like, I want to go do biceps right now, a little bit more shoulders. I probably could. I may. Or just go faster on the pushdowns, you know? All right, 3rd set.
Yo guys, the only thing I wanted to add is make sure your elbows don't flare when you're doing these. Try to keep them like tucked in and close to your body.
One more. I would just say, I don't know, don't throw your body into the weight, just really focus on controlling it with your tricep. But honestly, there's so many different ways to do them. As long as you're in here working, it's really the only thing that matters. No, let me think about it. Let me try to explain it. All right, so the grip, I have both thumbs wrapped around the dumbbell. And then I'd say just keep your elbows, you know, stable, just like basically every tricep movement. Get a stretch, and then go up, get a contraction. It's not like a complicated movement. And most movements aren't complicated. People just don't want to go and do them. All right, one more here. Kind of wanted that bench. It's okay, we'll do, I don't know, probably kickbacks next. Wonk alarm. I guess one thing I should probably mention in order to get a better stretch in your triceps is retract your scapula a little bit and lean back. Easier to stretch that way rather than like trying to stabilize yourself with your core. Or just being just straight up on the bench, you know. It's easier to get a stretch if you're kind of laying back a little bit. The last set in kickbacks. Question is dumbbell or cable kickbacks? Probably dumbbell. Probably the one thing that you guys will notice when I do my kickbacks is I bring my elbow forward, kind of like when I'm emphasizing my stretch when I'm doing press downs. Similar, right? I'll bring my elbow kind of forward and then just focus on the contraction. And then I always have something to like support myself with. All right, second set. All right, I'm trying to think what 3 bicep movements I want to do. Starting off with hammer curls. Probably one of my favorite bicep workouts. Really easy for me to get a pump doing hammer curls. So I like starting with them, and you can go pretty heavy. So I also like that. Trying to think about how I do them. I do have a little bit of a swing at the bottom. That's just depending on like how heavy I want to go. But you know, the purpose of doing that is just making sure that I'm stretching my bicep all the way at the bottom. And then when I'm going up, just focusing on the contraction, right? I could go heavier. I could do, I don't know, 60s or 65s and really swing them up there and really overload the muscle. But it's just depending on like how heavy I want to go, right? I could do these with 20-pound dumbbells if I wanted to. But the point of them, you know, just fatigue the muscle, break down the muscle, right? That's what we're going for. That set, probably a little bit more strict than the last one. Probably 2 more. And then I'd say another thing to not really focus on, but like keep in mind when you're doing hammer strength curls is just really focusing on like the width of your bicep rather than the peak. So on my next set or my next exercise that I choose, I'm going to focus more on the peak, which is kind of just like turning in your palm or having your palm up. Dude, I could get shredded just eating McDonald's if I wanted to. So go ahead, explain to the camera how you do these. Just be a fucking beast first of all, okay? Yeah. First, you gotta not look like this guy, okay? You just get shredded. You're like Jamal. You remind me of Jamal.
Yeah, that was my goal for so long.
You what?
That was my goal for so long.
Really? Yeah, you guys look so similar.
This is what Garrett wishes.
Yeah. These are probably my favorite bicep workout. I'm not even gonna lie.
We first did these when I was like a junior in high school.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Why the fuck you got these clamps on there? Alright, I've explained how to do these actually multiple times already, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to talk about it. Like, depending on how light you go, is how far you're going to lengthen your bicep and drop the weight all the way to your pinky, basically, all the way to your fingertips, and that's how you get a deep stretch, right? Or you can curl your hand in, right, and keep it curled, and then just stretch the bicep a little bit, and then go back up. Kind of like a half rep, but you know, still feels great. And then just focus on the stretch of the bicep. Boom, coming up for the contraction. And then once you develop the mind-muscle connection, you know, do them for 40 minutes straight, and then you'll never have to think about it again because you'll instantly have it, right? If you're not getting a mind-muscle connection, do a fucking exercise for an hour until you can't do it. Oh.
One thing I wanted to add when you're doing this exercise is play around with the height of the seat. You can get a different stretch and a different contraction based on where you're sitting and how high up you are. So just something to keep in mind.
He looked pretty.
Blake Johnson.
He
He's a monster.
He married Polo. Right?
Have you seen him recently, dude? He's fucking huge.
He married City Polo, right?
No, oh, that's Chris Lyons. You were thinking different people. Yeah. He's a big motherfucker too, though.
Yeah, and he's kind of tall.
Yeah.
He's a scared fucker.
Yeah, he's a beast. Beast at wrestling as well.
His tree trunk, oh my god. I can just imagine lining up with him.
Yeah, I lifted with him for a long time.
I know, I used to always see him up here.
We used to go to Planet Fitness together for years before we came here.
Dude, I was City Polo was my grade. Some of my friends dated her, when we were in high school. And I was so surprised when she got married to him.
All right, last thing I want to add for the video is when you're doing these, you can use your other hand, put it on your wrist, put it on your elbow, and just support yourself when you're doing the movement. So when your arm gives up, you can do a few extra reps. Great piece of advice, A1 right there. You get veins by being just shredded. I'm gonna get shredded this summer probably.
Yeah, I gotta show you. What my progress is. Summertime, I'm gonna be.
All right, last movement, dinner plates. Kind of just tuck your elbows into your lats, and then you're just focusing on the contraction of the movement. And hardly moving the weight. So we'll do 2 more quick sets and then finish with 15, 20-pound dumbbells. That's probably the most important thing, honestly, is just developing a mind-muscle connection. All right, let's finish with some big boy weights, 15s, baby.
Probably just one set here. I think I'll probably go for, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. This is the first time I've worked out and finished a workout with a piece of gum in my mouth in, I don't even know how long, years. Oh my goodness. Alright, gotta take a short intermission. Holy jeez.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It is the following day, and when I finished recording last night, my phone was only at 1%, so I just wanted to hop on here and say thank you to whoever stuck it out to the end of the video, and hopefully you learned something. Till next time, peace.